And hello, fellow gamers. I am back doing another live stream and recording of gameplay. This time I'm playing the Atari 2600. I'm going to play a few different games here. I have Seaquest, Capture, Sorcerer, and Mountain King. So I've never played any of these games before, and that's why this is a Jeremy Tries. So the first game is already in it right now, Seaquest, so here we go. Okay, so I'm controlling this sub, and I can shoot. I guess I can't hit that diver right there, but I can hit the fish. I learned that. I like the waves up at the top here. Oh, apparently you can go too high and die. Apparently you're not supposed to go out of the water with this sub. Huh. I'm running out of oxygen, too. Does that mean I have to surface periodically? No, if I surface, I blow up. So I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to kill a certain number of enemies before my oxygen runs out. Damn, I'm not good at controlling this thing. I need to have a better grip for this joystick, I think. Okay, that was apparently all my lives, so reset the game, start over again. I guess my lives are those little subs that are up and towards the top of the screen. Oh, wait a minute. I can collect the divers. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Okay. Because the divers show up at the bottom of the screen. I bet I have to collect a certain number of divers before my oxygen runs out. Oh, damn. Oh, what? I was avoiding that other sub, and I went up to the top and restored my oxygen. Maybe you're supposed to go up a little bit, but not all the way. Yes, that's the key. Okay. One side effect that I've already noticed in this particular game that is common in old games like this is the shot that I fire sort of goes with me vertically. Like, watch, I'll go down here at the bottom and fire, and then watch the shot as I go up. See, it goes up with me. Nom 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 nom, get more oxygen. Yes. Okay. Killing red fishies now. Like most Atari 2600 games, this is probably more about score than anything. I would not be surprised if there's not an actual ending to this game. Most Atari 2600 games do not end. They just repeat indefinitely. So that means I'll either play this until I get tired of it, or I die too many times or something. Oh shit, there's a lot of subs. Like a wall of subs came at me there. Damn, not paying attention. Trying to go for the divers, and I should be watching out for the fish, too. Damn it! Sub blew me up. Kitsune guesses, am I in Little Rock? No, I'm not in Little Rock. He also says the Y coordinate of the laser is linked to the sub. Yep. They didn't have a lot of memory to work with on these consoles. Pitfall ends when whether you died or won or not. So Pitfall does have an ending. Huh? I do have Pitfall. I actually have something like 200 Atari 2600 games. Because they're so cheap to collect. Like, there's a lot of used video game shops here, and a lot of them sell Atari 2600 games for $2 a piece, sometimes $1. So, about every 6 months or so, I will get the urge to spend some money, but not on, I don't know on what. So I'll just go around and round up all the Atari 2600 games that I don't have. And then that'll cure me of my urge to spend money. And probably half of the games that I haven't even played. Because I'll buy a ton of games all in one go, and then and then I'll get tired of playing them before I finish playing that batch of games, and I'll just stick them all in the closet. Oh, is that what I was supposed to do? I think I just returned all the divers to the surface. So that's what I'm supposed to do. I did that by accident. I was just trying to avoid stuff. Fuck. Watch out for those subs, they shoot back. That was kind of close. Oh shit! I kind of wish the screen would not reset whenever I die. Because there's been plenty of times where there's divers on the screen that I could have still gotten. But then again, that's also a good thing, because whenever the screen is filled with subs, you can effectively sacrifice a life and eliminate all those obstacles. You don't get points for them. Yes. Don't run. It's like the divers are running from the fish, but they're failing. But when they start running from the fish, they start running from me too. Sweet. I think I'm actually figuring out how to play this game. That sub is completely at the top there. I don't know if I could even hit that guy. Shit. Ah, shit! Damn sub. Kitsune says 200 carts. Oh my god, must have cost you like 10 bucks. A little bit more than that. Let's say probably at this point around maybe 220, something like that, for all those games. Kitsune also says, go on a quick road trip out west to a desert with a shovel and bury all copies of E.T. you have. You mean add to the pile? I actually only have one copy of E.T. And Jay says, I love how much agility the sub has. Yeah, the sub can do damn near anything it wants. It controls well, actually. And Kitsune says, buoyancy, momentum, acceleration, gravity. The Atari 2600 knows not these things. I'm actually impressed to see the amount of what I'm seeing here on the screen, specifically the resolution of all the graphics right here. Early Atari 2600 games were very, very low resolution, whereas what I'm seeing here is quite a bit of resolution, and that's something that improved over the lifetime of the Atari 2600 as they figured out more and more tricks about how to program it. Sean says you should play E.T. for us sometime. Well, let's see. Kitsune would like to see Joust, and I could play E.T., and we were talking about Pitfall, so I could play that. So yeah, I guess one more game, and I could have another live stream set up for sometime in the future. So I think that's it for this game. Seaquest. Now I'm going to play Capturer, and very generic looking label here. It's a Telegames cartridge. The Telegames cartridges were typically just Atari developed games, but with a different label and with a number, sometimes with a different name. Okay, so we have a grid, and invariably the first thing that you have to do to start a game on the Atari 2600 is reset it. Right now it is in attract mode, is what the term from those old days is called. It's the mode that a game would start up in the arcade that would show a demo that would try to attract people to the unit to try and play it and put their quarters into it. That's why it's called attract mode. But usually what a lot of the early Atari 2600 games would do when they start up in attract mode is they would just cycle through colors like this until you reset the game. And that's because they did not want the game to cause screen burn-in the arcades, because if they just left up the same colors all the time without cycling them like this, eventually that would burn into the screen, and then the CRT becomes basically significantly less usable. And sometimes it would even have to be replaced, which was an expensive thing back in those days. So let's reset, and let's see, what am I doing here? Okay, I'm controlling the little dude up in the upper left, and this is literally as fast as I can move across this grid. What does the button do? The button causes me to blow up and die. Okay, that's a useful button. Kitsune says, holy shit, this is the blueprint for the Ghostbusters map. Oh god, no, please, oh god, no. Please, not that game. God damn, that game sucked. It's like they took everything fun about Ghostbusters and sucked it right out of the game. And what was left was 100% work. It sucked. Yeah, Kitsune, I think you might be right. He says this game might be two-player only. I think that's the two-player down in the bottom right-hand corner. And Sean says, is that a car at the top? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't see a car. I see a person. Maybe that's a car. I don't know. I'm going to try going down here to the other person and pushing the button while I'm on top of them. Maybe I can fuck them. Haha. No, I can't move on top of them. Wait, it turned into an arrow there. Can I... What can I do here? Is that where I'm supposed to go? It says go up now. Flag? What the hell? So there's some point on the screen that I'm trying to capture. Thus the name of the game, Capture. So I'm 3 spaces off, I guess. This is sort of like Minesweeper, actually, except it tells you also which way to go. So let's try going 3 spaces. What's over here? No! Boom! Okay, try going 3... Where was it? Right here? 2 spaces. Okay, let's go over this way. We need to go down. And I found it! Yay! I win. So I think that's the game here. Both players are trying to figure out where the hidden flag is. Left. And I found it again. This is very, 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 very easy without an opponent here. Okay, I blew up. It told me to go down to the right, right? It says go down here. But I tried that and I blew up. What if I go here? 4? 4? Okay, the game's lying to me now. 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. And there's the flag. Okay, this is, This is like some kind of pseudo-broken version of Minesweeper. I'm just picking a random spot to start with here. Let's go up, 2, up 2, 2 more. So, maybe here? There's the flag. Okay, I think that's this game. I think I figured this out. That's the thing with most Atari games, is you can figure out the gist of the gameplay basically in the first 10 seconds. Jay says, I'm guessing this won't run the new Doom. Yeah, I don't think this has quite the hardware for it. They need an improvement in CPU speed of about 3,000 megahertz, and an improvement in CPU architecture by about 4 generations, and they need video circuitry improvement by about, let's say, 3,000 generations. And they need about 1 billion times the memory. And an actual rewritable storage medium like a hard drive. Okay, so that's Capture. Next is Sorcerer. This is a third-party cartridge made by Mythicon, which I've never heard of them before this cartridge. See if I can peel the sticker off of the label without killing it. Yeah, sort of. There's the cartridge. There were a number of third-party cartridge manufacturers for the Atari 2600, and a lot of them went under in the video game crash of 1983. It's unfortunate. Okay, so what the hell is this? It's got a smooth frame rate, I'll give it that. That's nice. Very smooth frame rate. Sean says, dumb, bring back the submarine. I might come back around to that, yeah, after I play these other two games. Okay, so... Okay, I push the button to start this time, I guess. I control this dude here. I can move left and right. I can go up to jump, I guess. It has music, actually, which is unusual for an Atari 2600 game, but it's kind of hideous music. Let's try going left here. I can't go left. So this is sort of like a side-scroller without the scrolling. Okay, can't touch those guys, I kill you. Am I supposed to touch this thing? Okay, yes I am. It's hoverboard! Now I can go anywhere on the screen that I want. Which means I can go up here to get away from these guys, and still get hit by their shots. That's cool. Jay says, man, that bass is raw. It is. Come on, give me the hoverboard. The pushing up to jumping is actually quite sensitive. Pushing up to jump is quite sensitive, not up to jumping. Damn. Unfortunately, it has very good collision detection for those shots. Am I going to be able to get past the second screen in this? Yeah, shit! Damn it. Jay says, clearly composed by a programmer with no concept of breaking up his melody. No friggin' kiddin'. And I laugh because that actually reminds me of a number of games, particularly from the Game Boy, where it was obvious that the people that worked on the game, that there was no composer on the team, that they probably had the programmer with no musical talent composing the music, and then it comes out like this. Amanda says, wow, you still got hit. Yeah, I'm talented like that. And Kitsune says, this game should be called What the Fuck, and the goal is to answer that question. You're right. That's what I said when the game started, actually. Run, run, run. Ha! Third screen. More fuckers. Oh shit, they can go up higher. And you get like one life, too. One life, and you have to do it perfectly without getting hit. I guess that's what they call challenge, which is what they call longevity for an Atari game. Damn it! I'm not good at avoiding these shots. I'm actually curious what reset does. It actually doesn't do anything but reset the game while you're playing it, and you don't have to push the button to start the game. The game just starts when you push reset. I'm not good at those, avoiding those shots. By the way, what part of this makes you think Sorcerer? Maybe you have to be a sorcerer to avoid these fucking shots? And what is that up there? Is that like a glacier or something? A big-ass cloud that you can get your head stuck into? And what's with the smiley face? Oh, shit! I just learned something. You can push down and fire, I think. What did I do? I fired somehow and killed those things. Do you get one shot per screen? Is that what the deal is? Oh, that makes this game so much easier. And I get treasure, yes! Oh, shit. Okay, give me the hoverboard. When you kill the enemies, you kill the base. I guess the base is the evil enemies screaming at you or something. Ah, shit. Now those guys are only harder because they're thinner. And why does the game begin with that awkward jumping? Shit! How am I firing? Am I pushing forward in the button? Fuck! Come on, go up into my shot, bitches. There we go. I guess that's like a gold bullion that I'm picking up there. And that's like a holy grail, I guess. Okay, here. Oh, shit. Okay, this thing seems to move. No, it just moves randomly. I see. That's fun. So I still have the hoverboard. Damn! This game's hard. Jay says, the sad thing is that there are games like Pac-Man and Dig Dug where the programmer actually had musical ability. Yeah, sometimes the programmer does have musical ability, like you, Jay. Kitsune says, I do not think Sorcerer, I think Action 52. It's funny you say that because I've played the Genesis version of Action 52, and I thought the reverse of that when I was playing like 99% of the games on that cartridge. I played the games and I'm like, this is like an Atari 2600 game. The games had the same level of depth and the same longevity, and that's how they were able to get 52 games onto the cartridge, because they're all incredibly primitive. Except the big difference between Action 52 games and Atari 2600 games is some Atari 2600 games are actually fun. There's nothing on the Action 52 that's good. Even their star game, the Cheetah Men game, is supposed to be the #1 game on the fucking thing. They tried to make that a franchise like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it blew! It sucked so much! Awful control, awful sound, awful graphics, awful gameplay. There was just nothing good about it at all. I guess I'll play this a little bit more. You know, maybe the motivation to kill the enemies is to stop that crazy bass sound. Damn. This game's really hard. I think the key is to try and hit the enemy as fast as possible before they start firing shots. Because then what you end up doing is just avoiding most of their shots and spending all your time doing that instead of shooting them. Piss. What are those things? Pretty sure I've seen those in another game. Those yellow eyeball blob things. Get the damn... It's not wanting to come down here. There we go. Come on, fuckers. Ah! Notice, though, that you can control your dead body after you die. That's pretty funny. Oh, and Jay says, oh, my bad. On Dig Dug, that had a composer. That's cool. But see, Dig Dug was made by a company that actually makes good games. It was made by Namco, I believe. And they actually gave their games a budget. Unlike lots of games. Ah! One more shot and that's the end of this. That was close. See, one thing you may know about me from watching other recordings or live streams is I do not like randomness in my gameplay. Random does not equal challenge to me. It equals bullshit. Whereas these things are moving totally randomly. Like, to the point where you can't develop a strategy. It's more luck than anything. And I don't like luck in my games either. I want to be able to beat the game because of my skill and not because I happen to get a good number on the random number generator that time around. Anyway, that's enough of Sorcerer. And I'm going to play Mountain King next. This is another third-party cartridge made by RAM Plus and published by CBS Electronics. That's what the cartridge looks like. It's kind of beige, which is unusual for an Atari cartridge. Okay, maybe it is actually not made by RAM Plus. Maybe that means that it's like a bigger capacity game or something. But it says copyright EF Dreyer or Drever, one of the two. I've seen this game played before, actually, so I sort of know how to do this. So this is actually a side-scroller on the Atari 2600. Impressive, since it did not have scrolling hardware. And I'm controlling this dude, walking around picking stuff up. And I can push up to make him stick his arms up, and I can push down to make him crouch. And I can push the button to do this flashlight thing here. Oh, I see. And to jump, I can push up and either left or right at the same time. And can I jump a little higher by doing the flashlight? Yes, I can. Okay. I see how we do this. You cannot jump up through the platforms. You have to jump onto them. This game seems unusually quiet after the last game. Okay, there we go. I'm starting to get the hang of jumping on these platforms. There is a time limit on this, too. Now, why does using the flashlight make you jump higher? It's because it makes you better able to see where you're going, in theory, even though it doesn't, because the flashlight kind of gets in the way. Maybe that's not a flashlight beam, maybe it's something else. Graphics were often open to interpretation on the Atari 2600. Did you see when I landed right there? He actually kind of landed and went into a crouch and then got back up. He kind of did it right there, too. I like that. Little touches that probably made the game harder to make, but in the end, much more impressive. I like when developers put in little touches like that. They spend the time to add in little things. It's little things like that that can make an okay game good and a good game great. I don't know how many of these things I'm supposed to collect here. Come on, jump. I can sort of collect the things through the platform if I miss the jump. I can go up that. That's a ladder. Okay. Nice. And it looks like I don't have to be perfectly on it to climb it. That's also nice. And try to jump underneath here. He's like, no, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. Okay, I cleared 1,000. So, clearly 1,000 on the score counter is not the win condition. And the sound stopped. What the hell? I can still hear the noise, but the game's not making sound effects anymore. That is bizarre. Wonder if that's a bug. Kitsune says, well, at least this game doesn't have any goddamn pickles trying to kill you. I know, Kitsune, I know. I need to play Burger Time. Burger Time's another one of those games that was widely ported. Oh shit, I'm gonna fall to my death, aren't I? Ugh! Wait, no? I just got very depressing sounding music for no particular reason. It just turned on. But as I was saying, Burger Time's one of those games that was widely ported, and so it's one of those games that I would like to get different versions of so I can compare the ports. And the music is fading out. So I guess I was on a certain part of the mountain that had music. Wonder if it turns back on if I get high enough. It does! See, that's another nice touch. Turn on... Cannot get up there. Makes me wonder if there's more music further down the mountain. I keep clipping my toe on those platforms. There we go. Going back up into the music zone. Jay says, a retro platformer without falling damage? I know, I'm surprised. What is that? What? Get up! What are you doing, man? He's slipping and falling, that's what's happening. I guess I can't go that way, I guess. Kitsune says, what surprises me is falling doesn't kill you in an arbitrary point midair. Yeah, like in fucking Spelunker. Yeah. Or Mario Brothers, that happens in that game too. Jay says, dynamic music years before Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, that is cool. Amanda says, is there a boss battle? I have no idea. But whatever this thing is right here, I cannot get close to it. It does not want me to do that. Maybe I have to fall into it. Which means I'm going to have to go up. I'll get these other things while I'm at it. See, I can't get at it that way either. Kitsune says, boss battle requires inserting cart 2. It better fucking not, because I don't have cart 2. I don't know if there even is a cart 2. There could be. But to my knowledge, like how would it boot the second cartridge? Like how could cartridge swapping even work? Because it would have to retain memory somehow in the console that I made it to cart 2, so that when I turn on cart 2 it actually does something different. It would also have to retain the reverse of that memory so that you couldn't start on cart 2. You'd have to go through cart 1 first. See, I just cannot get into that thing right there. Maybe I'm supposed to jump into it? See, I can't jump because there's things in the way. I was thinking maybe you could jump over the spot. Okay, now it's stuck. I jumped onto the spot where I would have gotten frozen. And I push the button and the game resets. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Got the sound effects back, though. This is actually a very long game for an Atari 2600 game. I like the games on the Atari 2600 that you can turn on the game and you don't instantly learn everything about the game by looking at the startup screen and playing for 10 seconds. Kitsune says Pitfall Syndrome. What do you mean? Getting arbitrarily stuck when you get close to the goal? Jay says, hot swapping. Speaking of Banjo-Kazooie, oh, don't you even start. Oh man, that was an ordeal by itself. Jay is talking about stop and swap. I won't even go into that, just look it up. I'm sure it's even got a Wikipedia article entirely dedicated just to stop and swap. But when you look it up, spell swap as S-W-O-P, not S-W-A-P. Interestingly, stop and swap is what brought me to the Rare Witch Project forums over 15 years ago, and that's where I met Jay. It's actually kind of starting to hurt my hand here. I wish Atari had released a gamepad for the 2600. And yeah, I know you can plug in a Genesis controller and play it that way, but I want to play using the original official controllers. So I'm using an actual Atari joystick for this. One thing I did not try with that, whatever that thing was that had the crown floating above it, is I did not try going at it from underneath. Now, it had a platform blocking it from underneath, so I don't know why that would be the goal, because all the other platforms in the game, you try and jump, and you just hit your head. But maybe that one's different. Actually, not even really trying to get as many of these things as possible now. I just want to get back to that thing, wherever it was. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Holy shit! That was like some crazy-ass spider, and I think it killed me. I can still turn on my flashlight. What's happening, game? Oh, I think it really did kill me that time. Damn. Kitsune says time expires and game halts. Is that what happens in Pitfall? Damn, that sucks. And Jay says, thanks for making me feel old. Well, you know, I made myself feel old at the same time, so I feel you. Anyway, I think that's the last game that I had on my list that I was going to play. So I think that's going to be the end of the recording, at least. So for the people that are watching on the recording, thanks for watching, and I'll play some more Atari 2600 games again at some point. I have another stack of 4 that are cleaned and ready, and then after that, I guess I'll play some requests. So until then, see ya.